Sanoa, which Bay just didn't seem to do a whole lot. 231. Last year hit only 189 and 29 Pirate, 341 for the Indians. A 937 OPS. He also made his major league debut in June of last year. 5 scoreless.
Here, down and away. Oh, that actually looked like a changeup. It said cutter on the board.
Lifted the other way and pretty deep to left and approaching the wall, and a nice play there by Sanoa. Streaming on S&P 360. Javier Sanoa leads off. Up a hit in each of the first 2 innings, a couple of strikeouts. His first start of the bench ran for Fortes. Ball and 2 strikes. And he picks up strikeout number 3.
That's good. Change the eye level of the hitter Sanoa, but nicely done.
Here's Edwards. Little cue shot. He can fly, but no problem for Falter. No panic. 2 outs.
Yeah, Bailey played that perfectly. Tap, there's a lot of English and kind of crazy spin, and sometimes you go down with just your glove. He stopped it and then got control of it, made the throw.
Castro as he delivers a strike. To Neil Cruz, who got the ball in, the base hit. Triolo on the right side. Bart catches Falter. His second straight hit. 1 for.
Love it.
Yeah.
Looked like a slider that kind of backed up on Bailey, trying to get that down, kind of back foot slider. 2 outs.
And this time, maybe a bit outside. Certainly 3-1. 5.
5. Getting the lead runner, but with 1 out already.
Taking off from first, and good pitch to
right there. Just keep it in front of him.
played a bunch at third by the Pirates' first rounder. Lolly went on to play at Gardner Webb. Came on
after me.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good talk.
Was it Tampa?
And became an all-star. And then his next start at time he saw them at PNC Park. Tap to Triolo, off the edge of the Sawinski double that produced the game's only run so far, and homered off of him.
Up is to stay away from him.
Against the Pirates September 9th at PNC Park last year. 5 1/3 overall last year for Belloso. We saw yesterday what Belloso saw against him last year.
Action to it. It's getting off the barrels of these bats.
Cruz, great job by a team through their first 2 ball games of a season in Major League history. The Pirates are.
I'd like to see that trend continue. These Pirates off, whether it be a steal situation or going first to third on a base hit or trying to stretch a double.
And Bart singles to center.
Off a 1-1 pitch, and when he was describing his approach at the plate this year, he told me aggressive at bats. Whether the result is a hit or not, he hopes that at the very least.
Yeah, as we said, Hannah, he's absolutely a difference. But it was so out of sorts last year at the big league level.
A lot of things to really like about Jack Sawinski in your lineup and in your outfield at the plate, especially with 2 strikes, almost guessing, and the aggressiveness is there. And the swings I saw out of spring training that in the first inning with the double off the right field wall, that was a hanging breaking ball. And
it's 2-1 now. And the other way to left. Long run for Sanoa. There's Sanoa with Cruz at second and Bart at first. Cruz wanting to.
You see O'Neill dancing around trying to get a read.
Draws a throw.
That's a couple of times we've seen that. That's a no-look pick to the second base runner, O'Neill Cruz in this case, that he's not paying him any. And the catcher will relay that sign when he sees the infielder break.
Hayes with a fly ball to center field, hit that pretty well, but caught at the track. Begin the year has had a couple of drives. That one that in the 8th inning last night to the ball.
Breaking ball. I think that was a harder cutter and maybe a slider from Belloza.
Triolo. Taking off from first, and a swing and a miss and a strikeout as Bart was on the move. Strikeout number 4 for Bates.
Number this year, wearing 6. This is because veteran Adam Frazier came back to Pittsburgh and won. It's been a discussion between the two all spring, but Falter told me that he thinks they find clubs from the 80s, so he feels it's time for new ones. But on Frazier's dime, of course.
Watch that, how it develops, Hannah. You ever get involved in?
And he was on the DL at the time, the IL now, jersey.
Really?
I had no idea until about 3 or 4 days later somebody said something.
Kindness of your heart, a good gesture. What did you actually give?
I did. Well, I asked him about it, card, and gave it to him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And you know, when he went to Cabela's or Bass to have that 20 item,
it was 20.
Oh.
$25?
You bump. Center field. Emails about
right there. Coaching my son's team. I was coaching third. Shortstop's moving, third base, second baseman's moving, all
stuff
that
happening. Yeah.
You know, Mike Garfield like reflexes that, and it got me right on the tip of the finger.
How's it doing?
You know.
On a dime, fires to the cutoff man. Heck of a.
In front a little bit, but like you said, Brownie, great job by G1 Bay getting that ball in quick. Fielder Bay is positioned and knows that if he gets his head down and takes off, he's got a chance for 2.
That's a 1-out double. Now for the fish.
Appreciate you pointing out my splint. My wife even texts me. Actually, you just. Where did my coffee go, by the way?
It's right over there. Falter, who grew up in Southern California. Hall of Fame great Sandy Koufax of the Dodgers. Became a big fan of Sandy Koufax. Did some school reports on him. Much like now one of the pitching coaches we just Koufax, a Southern California native himself, Brent Strom. And in fact, when the Diamondbacks went to the World Series from Koufax, congratulating him, helping lead to on Derek Hill, and a called third strike.
It's kind of like what I was talking about right there with Jack Sawinski at times.
Stowers lines it right to the shortstop. Pirates had him played perfectly. Let's take a look at the Bet 3-6 against Belloso. Belloso struck him out on 7 pitches in the 2nd inning.
What's that mean, Greg?
Don't know.
Plus 300.
What's going to happen? 1 ball, 1 strike. Belloso just kind of hanging around. Right at second. Home schedule. Opening weekend presented by Giant Eagle.
Somebody asked me. So if you don't know, area code in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't know, you're not from together.
Yeah.
One of these days we're going to have a 7:20. It'll be opening night then. That's going to be it, apparently. Bullpen. A 1-out single for IKF. We'll be back.